Bible ekayampa o se wa ufiefo ba bedane watamfo na ye papa Bawumia ono akasa ne PA and the personal assistant aba bonta bedin komo bi dia fa Bawumia na menua ese wani ensese me na meka cho itimi ma wo de wani krotu amansa we dia behwa ade no na cheda eso abrante ba kwa free sunyame so aba bedin komo dia fa no yes evangelist sunyame na kwa fa so din komo one way or the other na ye behwe aba set ada justice 70 mu nyina abua mantiase wo bia so atime ya adwuma dia fast forward ye ko na yenti komo a sunyame so edi e dia fa cheda so eho
the cheda na ono timi de jata free abuche be yen no obi otimi de jata free abuche ba so be yen no obi otimi de gold ye chese
obi fajata no to chance
obi otimi ko to Ronaldo car be si was on drive or the decoration now so do o mo hye say ni pa wensa na wo ko dwene wansa na say wo problem wo trim
Anita.
Na we say the plan dey twist am for so we campaign man.
So na opinion na make no. Say me say Ghana ya be chawa brabom. E ba mo opinion make no. So chawa dwen me chama dwen. So what more than $1 million e si o keke say dipa mebe. Etimi ye jata say nye zoo. Now do o man say nipa we say na o say afa na o da dwen ho de ya. Anyway, me no opinion de. E ba to cheda. Me.
It's a mention I was saying campaign.
Hunsen kapa.
E ba to cheda.
Wo mo tro na nji.
Anka me to ba wo mahama na cheda mbako.
Etu ko duo na odwene
one ba fa ntompo wo de cheda ba third one mu asam na ye kan wo
okay say on so me na go
ntime ba wo we ntime ma wo cheda kan wo
ye ni ko maka
Yeah.
e ko na me pese di ko ko fa but before an kan be me di nkomo
na me ye campaign ma cheda o free Accra ho medu bi o ba no
wa obedwene ho se wo de tumi ebe cheda ensem no na se be wadwene ewo fom according to evangelist Sunyame no so GH page the all to na no bisa ne say e do no say tie obeto na ba e de ama eye cheda na wose da bi mahama Bawumia ene cheda mu bia obetimi ato ama da mi so no wo dwene ho etu ono sa particular ba bi ode ye kwose ye na jimifo no ono so afoli within a wono so abeka sa jimifo no ho eno so na enya asam keto ba ye hwe no ma bi so one thing is say you were different between obi owo sika say me yesika ni me ya rich a different chain obi obetimi ahwe o man so ade we na ha Ghana eti obi won area no community no nya sika pe osim kopre MP ebi wa woni mentality woni that mindset a obetimi leading crop for but because of so we sikanity ne man for so kopre into kopre at the end obekwa kopre o meye hwe cause oni knowledge about the coin so this anoma ba so what I say we different between which sika de enye easy so bi betima be yesikani ba ye easy so bi betima be yesikani because ni na ye investment in is anoma we nyina one way or the other no tell I one person you are a very intelligent guy I don't know this election meaning baby obekwa ko wie de but this election the betima determine say ono obeba biem ana o ma biem and two I think said this time around Oba say independent. If you are Oba be more best setting itself good. Now when your political party be saying about your benya MP, I want person be brave so I'm almost a campaign the amount of no share. You know man be see at the end you know 7 December and I got to about mesrau ya koto about ye nka say ye kokon we a decision and you go take peace. Any idea am no mienu ye wo e na ba no so yekoto ama san krofo no tie mfa e peace no mo so form abade a ye tie eye Bawumia the personal assistant oyoba enkomo obedi e dia fa Bawumia homini a ewiase suro nipa na ja asaman ye tie san sem ni mu biuna.
I made a choice.
You've made a choice.
Yes, I have.
You already know who it is that you want to vote for.
I'm very clear in my mind.
Very clear in your mind who you want to vote for.
Exactly.
And you are not shy to tell anybody who it is that you want to vote for.
Not at all. Yes.
Interesting. We'll get into what that choice is. But
all right.
You're somebody who has been through student politics and you've held many portfolios in the New Patriotic Party. How did it all start for you, this thing with politics?
Well, it was when I went to Exp0śe in 2013. And when I went to Exp0śe, well, for some reasons, people kept on coming to me with their problems for me to solve. In my own little way, I was just doing my best. That is even what gave me the name People's Mother. My colleagues and friends started calling me by that name because I was just always there for people. I always wanted to see women thrive, you know, people in need and people who are vulnerable on campus, on KUST campus. And so I eventually became TESCON Women's Commissioner. TESCON is a student hub of the new patriotic party. So I became TESCON Women's Commissioner. I proceeded to become Hall Women's Commissioner, Independence Hall. It's a hall on campus.
Right.
Your friend Rosemont Open, on your personal assistant, now Odema Dr. Bawumia. Now, since you were doing NDC, Amanyuku, the reasons there were two asukra and your train command so edifying this aside.
I work closely with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as his personal assistant at his campaign office. So I worked with him.
And what was that like?
Well, at the initial stage, it was cool. You know, we all heard it in this country, the economic messiah, the economic biscuit. So I was excited to have the opportunity to work closely with him, book his appointment at the campaign office, sit in his meetings and write his minutes, serve him his coffee, his food, and whatever he may assign me to do. And also did travel sometimes with him. So it was very exciting, I would say. But along the line, I realized Dr. Bawumia lacked leadership. He wasn't just my boss. He was like a father to me. At a point in time, an incident happened at the office. But I will not go into details now. I won't go into details. But with the approach to that particular situation, I realized it lacked leadership. I realized that.
What was the approach?
His approach lacked boldness, firmness, fairness, and courage.
Really?
And these are essential qualities of any good leader.
But this is a leader who is saying he has bold solutions, you know, for the people of Ghana.
He has
saying he lacked boldness in taking decisions at his office.
He cannot. You know, I came to the conclusion that with what happened, he's easily manipulated and dictated to.
Really?
It's sad, but people control Dr. Bawumia.
Seriously?
People tell him what to do. And it's sad that a leader will not have an opinion of his own. It's sad.
This is the vice president of the country we're talking about.
Well, he holds the position, but who is he when it comes to his leadership style? That is what we are talking about.
What did you see at the office which is making you jump, or should I say arrive at this?
I would say, I will still not go into the issues. I know you're trying to push me. But with his approach, when it comes to solving issues, putting his foot down when it matters the most, pulling the bull by the horn, correct.
Wuti nkoma wodie wuti any year pa or see Bawumia and like you so many things when it when say we decided say we be a leader. Sepane say leadership started there or say papa like you so many things. What was we in common?
Some people when they are misbehaving, he cannot even correct a group of about 10 people working around him when some are misbehaving. So it saddens my heart that people will think he can handle the affairs of our beautiful country of over 32 million people. I don't think Dr. Bawumia can. He'll be overwhelmed. Ghana will not be safe under Dr. Bawumia's leadership. And I'm not going to mince words because people need to know it. I have had a personal experience so they can make an informed choice. It's as simple as that.
Did something happen between you and Dr. Bawumia? Was there a beef? Was there an incident? Are you bitter about something?
No, there's no beef.
The vice president of the country, flag bearer of the MPP, who was chosen overwhelmingly by delegates as the man to lead us. You are sitting here saying that this is not a leader who is fit.
Why am I saying that he is not the right person for the country? Because that is really what the situation is. And if I can say what I know to help Ghanaians to make an informed choice, why should I keep quiet?
Our personal relationship to the man, how we see who no. Any the way see or see manifesting to the people is different. How I see who no the way we see children is different. It's which and say be one out of person can say I don't want to go to details. Go details. We want the details once. Yeah.
What it matters the most because we need critical leadership. And I know that my former boss and father cannot offer that.
But it's somebody who is head of the economic management team.
And what was the performance?
Who has been at the helm of affairs, dealing with, issues surrounding the economy, among other things. That's why the president brought him in, because the president believed in him, and the president believes that he has delivered. And you think otherwise.
And that was reflected in the result. Bad leadership gives us bad outcome and bad output, bad performance. We will not lie to ourselves. We are all in this country. Before 2016, Dr. Bawumia was making rounds. He was in our faces, Ashasi University, Central University, talking about how weak the economy is. Because that was the only role the president expected him to do. It was about the CD. The CD was about 3.8 or let's say 4C. But that was very bad as at that time. Recently, he had a media presser. He said what he said then was true is now true as well.
About the fundamentals being...
But exactly, but we cannot come to this conclusion. You see the dishonesty. He's not a consistent leader as well.
And you saw that when you were working with him in his office?
I saw that. It's sad, but that is really it. I saw that. The economy, he's performed abysmally. And Ghanaians will be making a choice about, based on what has happened with the economy. He said we are suffering. Do you remember, Rantam? You remember?
That he's far better than Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, whom you work closely with.
Mr. Rantam, I've already told you about the leadership style, which will come to play. That is very important to Ghanaians. He provides a very compelling alternative, coupled with experience. He is talking about advocating for a very responsive government to the decay in the system when it comes to corruption.
This is not the matter of NDC and an MPP. First, yes, you will be chief resource because of the chimo when the Gina Chino and they gonna one. Obeka say me say pa no boa. But we soon the lady naka. Chewa dwin fa conversation when mama bia so to me cause so kama dia. Like share comment be share be my crowd. Bye bye.